Hello, today I will be presenting an international auxiliary language. This language is inspired from Agma Schwa's Conlang Circuses. After the first one I was considering making a language, but I never did. This time if you're seeing this, I did. The language itself is inspired by Terminal, various programming languages, and math. The language goal is to allow as many people to communicate as possible, few words needed to learn, and many concepts communicatable. Disclaimer, how does it work? Root images. Instead of root words, this language has root images. Root images come in three types: common or obvious root images, defined root images, and proper nouns. Common root images are images that obviously display a concept to a speaker of any language. Here are some examples. Proper nouns. Proper nouns are root images used to refer to proper nouns. Here are some examples. Defined root images. Defined root images are root images defined using the defined sentence type. More on that later. These are complex topics that cannot be expressed only using one common root image or proper noun. These can be any image chosen by the language user, but are normally something related for clarity. Here are some examples. Some common punctuation. The square brackets are a noun or a verb. The angle brackets are adjective/adverb. The tilde is not. The percent sign means that there's a chance of something. And the curly brackets mark a part of the sentence. Kind of harder to explain. You'll see more about them in the examples. And here are some extra describing symbols. The U means both the first and the second. And the N is elements in common between both images. Sentence types. There are three sentence types: defined sentences, normal sentences, and if or for each sentences. Defined sentences have three uses: making a complex concept into a single image, creating pronouns, and describing a noun. These are written as defined root image, arrow noun phrase, or root image, arrow adjective phrase, with subject-object word order. Examples. Normal sentences. They're just normal sentences. They're VOS because Terminal works kind of VO for the most part. Verb and object are required, but subject is not, and it is often omitted when it is obvious. Examples. If/for each sentences written as for each first there exists second, where first and second are normal sentences or nouns. Examples. Pseudo is used for commands. There's an example. Questions. The best way to get the right answer on the internet is not to ask a question. It is to post the wrong answer. Tense. Tense is optional. There are three tenses: past, future, and present continuous. And that's how they're written. Number. Star forms the plural or singular. Plus forms the dual. Plus forms the trial, and that keeps going on. And you can also combine the plus and the star. So plus star means 4 or more of something. Minus means 0 of something. Minus means -1 of something, etc. And then minus star would be -3 or less of something. Instead of using plus or minus, numbers could also be written using a base 64 number system, with negative numbers written as negative, and then the positive version of the number. Chance. Number percentage mark represents the chance out of 63 of something being true, and slash percentage mark, 63 out of 63, could also form the superlative or number for all of. What slash percentage mark does is decided based on context. Pronunciation. Normally the language is only written, not pronounced, but there is an optional pronunciation system. This system varies based on what you are saying. The punctuation phonology. Punctuation phonology is formed by be badly tokeponerizing the full Unicode name for the punctuation mark, e.g. curly bracket becomes nekolipaka. Proper noun pronunciation, said however they are said in source language. Defined root image pronunciation, said however the user wants them to be said. Number pronunciation, said as the number in Morse code. Since both uppercase and lowercase letters are the same in Morse code, the uppercase letters are said louder. Common root image pronunciation. Common root images are said in the most spoken language not already used for a common root image in that sentence using the first funye.baidu.com result if that language is not English. Example sentence. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Literal translation: God started by creating heaven and earth. Earth has no form and is empty. Darkness and God are above the ocean. Lekoli paka leke paka creation wake paka koma detensa chuanqin kitatensa wakoli paka. Lekoli paka leke paka akash wake paka latin capita leta yu leke paka el mundo wake paka wakoli paka. Keta tensa lekoli paka leke paka Yahweh wake paka wakoli paka. Lekoli paka leke paka earth wake paka wakoli paka. Letensa ikesa lekoli paka tite letensa piauge keta tensa koma letensa hali keta tensa wakoli paka. Lekoli paka leke paka above wake paka wakoli paka. Lekoli paka leke paka dahai wake paka wakoli paka. Keta tensa lekoli paka leke paka andhar wake paka Latin capital letter U leke paka Yahweh wake paka wakoli paka. Okay, that's the end. Thanks for watching. There's no promises of any new videos, but I might release some. I'm not sure.
根据 YouTube 的统计数据，只有一小部分观看我视频的人真正订阅了，所以如果你喜欢视频，请免费订阅，以后可以取消订阅。